In honor of National Denim Day, I'm wearing my Levi's leather jacket. Why do I keep saying leather? Denim jacket. Hi everyone, thank you for tuning into my YouTube channel. I really appreciate it. Okay, so I am wearing, in honor, my denim Levi's jacket. I did not make this, but you know, a classic Levi's denim jacket is a staple in your wardrobe. But we're going to talk about the things that I've made, and I have them hanging on the rack and on the mannequin. So we're going to go through them one by one. So the first item I want to talk about are these pants that I made for National Denim Day in 2023. So these were my own design. And actually what was super funny about these was that I had a client, a personal training client, who was moving to Thailand. So she was getting rid of a lot of things in her home. So one of the things she was getting rid of were some denim curtains, which she gave to me. And I used the curtains to make this section on the legs. And there was, I don't know if you can see, but there's some pin tucking I did in that section. I do wish, and then there was darker denim above and below. I do wish I had made this an actual waistband. It's elastic, so it's super comfy, but I think I was just pressed for time and I used elastic to kind of speed up the process. And as you may know, or maybe you don't, but you could probably surmise that doing an actual waistband with a zipper would have been way more time consuming, especially on a pair of jeans. There's a lot of details. On the back, I used my sewing machine to do this embroidery stitch on the pockets. And then, of course, a hallmark of denim is you have to have that top stitching at least somewhere on your garment. So those were a really cool make. I will either try these on again to show you or go back and try and find the picture of when I wore them in 2023. In the summer of 2024, I started a collection I call the Boots and Hearts collection, named after the festival. So it's like denim, cowboy boots. And I last summer added some pieces to it, and I want to continue to do that over the years and build the collection. So this was a piece I added last summer, so summer 2025. It is a mid-calf length denim skirt, and it's from McCalls M7906 View D. It has a sash, it has buttons in the front, it has pleats, and is very full. I really like how this fits, and with the fullness of the skirt, it's very nice. So that was a newer piece I made for my Boots and Hearts collection. In keeping with the darker denim, this was a pencil skirt that I self-drafted, and it was an original piece from the summer 2024 Boots and Hearts collection. So the theme with the buttons down the front, the darker denim, and just plain in the back. But again, with these pieces, you can really pair them with a lot of different tops and accessories. Another collection I like to do every year, if possible, if I have time, is the May the 4th Star Wars Day. So I started that a couple years ago. Actually, I started it during the pandemic. I made a Princess Leia outfit because I had a lot of white fabric here extra. But in the summer, or the spring rather, of 2024, I did Darth Vader, and I made that dress from black denim. Again, this is kind of becoming a theme, these pleats, pin tucks, and it was, see, it's shorter. And what I really liked about this was the zipper in the back, and for the vent, I put these snaps in. So I thought that was really fun. I really wanted to do more of this pin tucking, like in other places on the dress as well. But again, it was a time crunch issue. And I wore this with a long floor length hood with had fur in the hood, cape for Darth Vader vibes. This is really the only piece I've ever made from black denim, but I do have a lot of this black denim fabric left over. So something I want to maybe revisit again in the future to make something that maybe goes well with this dress as a little mini collection. Okay, so now we're moving into a section that, to be honest with you, really isn't denim. They're cottons that are made to look like denim. So they have blue washes and much easier to sew, obviously, because not as thick. but this is a top. Again, this was for Boots and Hearts in the original collection. I have notes here so I don't tell you the wrong thing, but this was from Simplicity. Which one? No, this was McCalls. McCalls 7900 View B. And I paired it with the skirt. The skirt was from Simplicity. 2286. 2286, yep. View F for the skirt. So I paired these together to make an outfit. And I can also wear these pieces separately. I think it's fun to make separates because you can mix and match, right? The trim I got from Amazon. It's these little flowers, and I got the dark salmon color, but they come in so many different colors. There's light pink, dark pink, light purple, dark purple, yellow. So actually I'll put the link in the description for the trim if you're interested in getting some of that for your own sewing or looking into that. I'll put that up for you. And I introduced now some ruffles into the collection. So these next two pieces go way back into the archives. I have this dress, Vogue 9021 View B, so it's the shorter one. And I've actually made this dress 3 different times at different lengths with different fabrics. I have a red one, I have a green one. I should do a video about that as well. But I made this one. I used to wear this one to work when I worked in an office. It's got the polka dots. So this is a really quick make and super cute. I don't think this will fit me anymore. I've gone up a couple of sizes since then, but still have it in the back of my closet. And in the same time frame, I made this blouse from Simplicity 2259, but there were a lot of modifications. Really, the only thing that ended up using, I guess, was like the bodice. The original pattern has some ruffles here, and it's sleeveless. So I added a sleeve. And then the best part was that in the back, I added this seam straight down the back, center back, and I added a button closure. So this actually, I'm pretty sure just would slip on over your head, but I just wanted that. I love buttons. So just for an extra added detail, I added the button closure in the back. This was made around the same time as the polka dot top, and it is from the same bodice pattern, Simplicity 2599, and the same sleeve pattern I made for the other one. And this time though, I just added the button closure in the front. So again, this was Simplicity 2599, but with modifications. Okay, so there's that one. And then from the same fabric, this was from really old. This is probably one of the oldest pieces I have. This is New Look 6602. And this is really fun because it's long, it's got these slits at the side, and it's got a button closure at the shoulder, which I think is really a cool detail. So I like to wear this in the summer. It's very loose, so I don't have to worry about the size as much. Still fits. And last up we have here on the mannequin, this was also a New Look pattern 6434. And again, this is not real denim. It is a lightweight cotton made to look like denim, but with the embroidery. I used to get like so many compliments on this blouse. So that's a good one. Obviously, we also need to talk about footwear. So I have these Steve Malden. You guys know I love Steve Malden. Cowboy boots. I always have thread on everything. These have the brown embroidery stitching. So stilettos, I love a stiletto also. I wear these with a lot of things, denim, non-denim. Any chance I can get to wear these, I will take it. Love these, and not too bad actually. Not super comfortable, but like comfortable enough. I think I wear these to my office, like my work Christmas party. Last up, I have these. These are from Aldo. They are super fancy because they have rhinestones, very shimmery on the toes. And I really haven't had an occasion to wear these. My intention was to make a denim outfit to go with these, but then I ended up going with the darker denim and just footwear that looked more appropriate to whatever it was that I made at the time. So still on my bucket list to make a denim look that goes with these rhinestone cowboy denim stilettos from Aldo. Thanks again for tuning in. I really appreciate it. If you like what I'm doing on my channel, if you like the things that I'm making, please consider giving me a like and subscribing. Thank you.